All right, so today I'm going to unbox and put together this Hisense inverter portable AC conditioner. So this is an air conditioner. It's 8,000 BTUs. It's supposed to be good for a 300 square foot room. And you know, if it doesn't work, I will take it back, of course. So I don't want to cut these. So I'm just going to pull them off the edges like that. And then I'm going to save them because then this is the only way that I can get it back together. So you want to just pop these off just in case you got to take it back, because I don't know if this is going to work in this room, right? So that's those two. Let me get them out of there. Yeah. And then we got to get these two off. So we just got to kind of pull them to the side. Get them over the edge just like that. Same thing with this one. Just pull them to the side. Sometimes you got to slide them on the bottom, but I might be able to go ahead and get it off of here. Hang on. This one's way in there, so you got to go down here and pull it like that. You see what I did? Just kind of pulled it over. Now you can pop it right off, just like that. Okay, now we got those off. So then we got to cut this. So let's do that. All right, so get her cut, you know, because this box pulls right off. All these come the same way. They've got a fiberglass insert on the bottom, and the whole top pulls off. But it's easier if you open it up and you pull all this stuff out of here first. Okay, so this has got two hoses, and it looks like this is, all right, you want to save that. Don't throw any of this away. You're gonna need everything. And this one here, it's got the, see how this goes down in there? So we're just going to pull them out slowly. I'm going to set it right here. And then we'll get, because there's stuff inside here. You follow me? I got to show you all that. Let's get this one off of here. I think the remote's in this one. We'll set that there. Those are your two. That's your intake and your outtake hose. And then this, I just flop it over the side like that. And then I can pull this out. You follow me? Let me back it up. So I just pull it out, and there's the unit itself. You can see it. It's pretty simple. And you want to save this, so I'm going to just put it here. You don't want to crush it or anything. And then you can see here's the unit, and there's some more, you know, stuff in here on the side. But now what I can do is I can go ahead, pull this back in, and I can pull this whole box off of there, and then we can go ahead and look at it. All right, so now I'm just going to pull this all the way up. And I'm trying not to do any damage to it. I want to save it. Just like that. Set it over to the side. Close that up for now. And there's our unit. Bam, ready to go. Now all we got to do is set it all up and plug her in. So I'll give you a little gander of it. So these are the sleeves that go in your window. And you get two of these here. I'll set them right here. And we're going to show you how they work. And over here, you've got two more sleeves. Now, you can see that there's two holes. So that's where those two, these two, I would say, flex hoses will go in. But we got to put the collars on. You follow me? And this does have an extra sleeve in it. So now we can take this sleeve all the way over like that. And we can bring this up. We can see if it's going to fit in here. And I think that we may be able to set this whole thing in there with just the one sleeve. You know what I mean, jelly beans? I'm hoping, because it looks like it fits all the way across. Be nice not to have to cut one of these. So let's go ahead and set that down. It shows you which way it goes. So that goes down, all right? So let's go ahead and pull this off. I think I might have to pull this part off here. Oh, okay, so here's our collars. Let me show you. So they got like some tape here. So let's save that tape, because we may, you know, when we put it away, we might want to use this tape. So let's pop that over. We'll just lay it down like that. Same thing on this side. You've got to kind of like put it off of there. There we go. I'm just going to take it over here and just tape it right there. Maybe I'll put that one over there too so it doesn't get away from me. All right, so here they are. Look at them. Here's your collars. Bam, right there. So there's one. Notice how this will probably be on the bottom. Let's get this one out. We might not even need those, but they give you extra stuff. So when you put them in, this will be going up because the window frame will probably be on the bottom. You can see that it shows you with the arrows how this works here. You know what I mean? It's kind of giving you an idea of how that sets in there. So those are your two colors there. And then we've got these. And I don't know if we're going to need those, but we may need them. Let's just set those there. So that's what comes with it. So you get these two, and then you get these leaves. There's 2 leaves here, and your 2 flex hoses right there. And inside of the flex hose, let's bring it over here so you guys can see. There is the instructions. And look, we've got some brackets. We've got our controller, our remote controller. It's got some information with some QR codes that you can use. Let's get the other one. All right. So this is the unboxing. And this has this is insulation that you can put around the sleeves in the window. And that's it. Bam, done. And you can see on the edges of these, you got these little connectors here, right? And they're on both sides, the exact same thing. So there really doesn't make which side you put where. They're pretty much the same, all right? So these are, look the same. You can see there's little catches in here, and these things are gonna flip in and they're gonna catch right on there, right on that little thing there. And then basically all we gotta do is just set it up, pull it out of its base made out of styrofoam, and we don't wanna wreck that. We need to keep that on there. And we'll probably keep all that on there too. We got to pull all these off so it'll work. Otherwise, this thing won't open up. So we want to get those off. And you might want to save them because you might need them later. So let's just put them over here just for now. And then let's take a look at it. Now you're going to notice that there's handles here. Those handles I'm going to use to pull it up off the floor. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to save all that. And we'll save all the styrofoam and all the packaging because we may need it. So let's go ahead and look at it. Here's some information on it. Here's the stats on it. If you guys want to do a screenshot, that kind of tells you everything about it. Back here, you can see, I can see what's going on here. We're going to have to, all right, so right here is where those squares, rounds hook up. So we've got 2 different ones. You got lock, unlock. It kind of shows you. This locks it, that unlocks it. This is the drain plugs, all right? So, this one you're supposed to not have to drain it. That's what it says, but it does have this on here. So this pulls off, and then you pop that, and then water would come out of there. But, there's no water in it because we haven't started it yet. So let's go ahead and put this back on there and just screw it in. Usually these come with 2 plugs. So we'll have to look and see if there's one on the bottom. All right. So before I get all the hoses and everything on it, I want to show you that there is filters on here. And I think that this right here will open up, but we just got to figure out, oh look, I think I might have to unscrew it to get it off. You would think that I wouldn't have to, but, oh no, we don't have to unscrew it. There we go. All right, so this has a fine film in it right here. You see where I press my fingers? So this will fill up with dirt, and then you can just squirt it off. If you look on the bottom, there's 1, 2, 3. There's some catches on the side. So what you got to do is get those bottom ones in those 3 little holes there, like that. Once you've cleaned it, and then you just kind of smush it in there like that. And it's ready to go. And to get it out, like I said, I just kind of pull on it, and it just pops. And that's it. That's all you got to do. If you're really using it a lot, you will want to clean that, okay? And yeah, down there, there's another plug. So now we've got to pull it out and get it out of here. This is to wrap up this thing right here you'd use to wrap up your cord if you're going to put it away. You see how it works? It's got these little thingamabobs on them. It just goes like that, and the cord would fit in there. So this is going to be, one's the intake, and one blows hot air out, one sucks air in, and then it blows it out the front. All right, so I think that's it right here. Let's look at the system on top. So you got Wi-Fi, you got power, you got mode, cool, dry, and fan. This is up and down. You can do centigrade or Fahrenheit. You can go high, low, or medium. There's your fan. And you can time it for sleep. And this swings open. And that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and pull it off of there. And we'll kind of clean this area up. And then we'll set her up. So what I'm going to do is, to get it off of here, I'm going to put some pressure on this with my feet. And then just lift it up. And then just set it over to the side. And it has wheels. All right. So let's save this. We don't want to ruin this. And we want to save this. Okay. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild the box right here. Can you follow me? I'm going to set this here. And now I'm just going to go like this. I'm just going to put the box on top of here. If I can get in here and see it. Apparently there's a way to do it. Oh, here we go. So it's not exactly square. All right, so we want to save all this stuff, right? So I'm going to go ahead and lift this up, pull this out from under it. I'm going to try to pull this out. All right, so we'll save everything. You follow me? We're going to save all of that. Because I need these to wrap it up if I don't like it. So let's hang on to these. I'm going to put them in here. Put that in there. Put this in here. We do not want to lose any of that. We're going to save this, and we're going to save this. And then we're going to put this back in here for right now. And then we can just go ahead and slap it shut like that. We'll just keep that right over here. Oh, look, there's another piece. I forgot. Hang on. There's another piece here. This is the piece that the collars came in. So let's just put that in there too. Well, this one has to go like this because, yeah. All right. I don't want to go all the way down in there. There we go. Now that should fit. We'll just do that. And these two pieces of tape, I'm just going to use them to hold that shut. And we may use those later. Then we'll just slide this over and leave it there. Now we can go ahead and put everything together. So let's go ahead and flip it around. Let's get all of our parts over here. And we'll go through everything. We'll set this up. All right, this is everything that comes in the box. You get the unit here. And let's take a little ride around it. There it is. Right here is your filter. Just pops off just like that. It's got 3 little nubs on it. They smush in there like this. And then you just kind of pop it back in on the sides. Pops back in. Here's your one drain plug. Here's your other drain plug down here. It's the same way. You can unscrew it just like that. Lefty-loosey, pop it up. This pops out. You see that? And then you can see if there's a little hole there. You could put, a, a hose on it or something, but I don't know. I don't think you need to. I mean, you could use a little cookie sheet to put under it, or you could put it up on something, or just roll it outside and let it drain on the driveway. Let's go ahead and get this back on there. After we let it run for a while, we'll check that. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So this and this are exactly the same, and I've already showed you this one here, right? All right, so that's how that goes. Those drain 1, drain 2. Now this is supposed to not have to drain, but we don't know. All right, so down here you can see it's got one of these plugs, and this is like a tester. You can press this, and it's kind of like its own circuit breaker kind of thing, or one of those GFI plugs. So that itself, if it gets too hot, it will turn off. Here's all your information, and it's got your remote in it. Here's your 2 square collars. There's your 2 collars that go in the window. Here's your 2 flex hoses, which you need for each of these. You can see 2, 2, 2, and there's your 2 holes, and there's your sleeves. So what you have to do is you put your sleeves in the window, which we're going to use this one right here, and then you just hook up these to the back of the AC over here. So the square things are going to go here. We're going to lock them in there, and then we're just going to pop those flex hoses on, run them up, put the collars on them, and that's it. So that's everything that comes in the box. And yeah, let's try it, see what we think.